Life for Bree growing up was a little out of the ordinary because I didn't have as many friends as a lot of people my age did, and my mindset wasn't on the same track that everybody else was, that was in the same age range as me. I was a little more mature growing up, and I was a little more focused than most people. My family was raised on Muslim beliefs. I choose not to have a religion because I feel like it puts restrictions on my spirituality. But I do wear this cross because it does, I went to Catholic school, and it symbolizes, when I was in Catholic school, and it symbolizes Jesus to me. And I believe that as long as you believe in any God and you have faith in something, it's wonderful. And this is something that I have faith in. It's something, I'm not exactly Christian, but I do love my cross, and I always wear it no matter where I go. My personality, if I had to describe it, it would pretty much be genuine and honest. Now, I'm not saying I'm a nice person, but I'm not saying I'm bad either. I'm just saying that I have a lot of honesty and a lot of truth to me. And sometimes with honesty comes like a lot of negative feelings when you're being honest to other people. So, I would never ever try to step on anybody's toes, and I would never try to enforce, something onto somebody who didn't want to hear it. But at the same time, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the truth about yourself, So it's however you want to take me. Some take good to me, some take negative. Take me as am. I am an artist. I don't paint well, I don't draw well, but everything describing my personality down to my sense of fashion, I am an artist. And everything that I do expresses who I am. Modeling is something that I've chosen to do because it's a great way for me to express myself. It's a great way for me to be me with no regrets. The style that I personally bring to this show would be like kind of grunge, but at the same time a little bit urban. And in all, I can wrap it all up and be glamorous. So I think I offer versatility. I'm a little bit of everybody's personality, so I guess I'm the multiple personality girl. My best quality would be my heart. I got a lot of heart and a lot of guts to be here, and I've come a long way. And that's what's gonna keep me in longevity on this show. I believe it'll be my heart to just get up. No matter how many times you break me down, I'm still gonna get up the next morning and do what I gotta do. Oh, it could get ugly. It could get really ugly. But my mom told me to be a sweetie, so I gotta suck it up and be a sweetie on the show.
I probably am the most bohemian chic. I've got more skirts that are very frilly than the other girls, more tank tops, more huge bracelets, those kinds of things. But they've all got loud colors, and that's also considered bohemian chic. And, lots of jeans, very long, very tattered. That's kind of the same concept. So, I don't know, maybe. But well, you know what? When I signed up for this, it's take me or leave me, and that's it. The only person I can be is myself. I can't fake being anybody for 2.5 months. This is who I am. You need a lot of energy in this industry, if somebody's got a problem with me jumping up and down, that's gonna be a little awkward because you do need to keep pumping it up, you need to keep changing it. And when I am low on energy, people need to tell me that, I hope somebody is like that around me that I can feed off of when even I'm low. I think it's gonna be a good fit for what I'm doing. This talking, I ramble on for hours. I could talk for the rest of my life. I've got diarrhea of the mouth. I can't ever keep a secret. I can't ever keep anything. I just talk constantly. I like to be an open book, though, because, lying is something that I tend to try to stay away from. So if you just let it all hang out, then you let it all hang out. I was a very heavy girl, so modeling wasn't a natural, fit for me. I didn't have the body type, but I had the background in education from the fact. Again, the makeup, the hair, that's the stuff I've been surrounded by, the buying, the business portion of the whole thing, looking at models and picking them for my boutique. that's what I did. I lost a lot of weight, and my mom used me for an ad, actually, and what do you know, I'm photogenic. Going to the beach with my friends, even still, I can see myself in a bathing suit, like covering up, and I look at the scale and know that I shouldn't, but the picture I have of myself is way off from that. What the most difficult part is that I'm used to being behind the scenes. So when I'm in front of the camera, I'm used to clicking the light or, going over to the computer and deleting the photos or taking the photos or chin up or chin down or get this or get that. So I kind of want to join in on the other side also instead of just being in front of the camera. So it's been hard to keep my mouth shut because I see what they're doing and I know when they need help and I want to jump in. You know what? I was sexy then, because all it is just knowing who you are. I don't look at body image as being important anymore. I think the most important thing is finding out who you are. And it just so happened that losing that weight helped me find out who I was. You know, it made me, it forced me to do things for myself. And the fat girl would just say, just be yourself. It's so hard trying to be something that you're not. It's so difficult. You don't even realize it until you just stop and breathe, you know? Just know that everybody is just as beautiful as the person sitting next to them. And if you don't think so, there's somebody prettier than her around the corner. Just be yourself. There's nothing else you can do in life.
Modeling is something I've been wanting to do, and this is gonna, make my progress in modeling go a lot faster than it would just trying to go to different agencies in Minneapolis. And plus there's a lot of agencies that try to get just your money and stuff and not really help you out. And I'm really trying to change my life. I'm trying to change my future, not just for me, but also for my little sister and my family. I want her to grow up in a home, a stable home, not worrying about moving and stuff like that. I don't know if America's gonna like me at all. I mean, there's different kinds of people and stuff. I met a whole bunch of different people. Some like me, some don't. Some think, I come off as stuck up because I'm quiet and stuff at first. I really like to observe and stuff, but on this show I can't really be quiet, so that's what I'm trying to really work on is, opening up to America, showing them who I am. How I bounced back from all of that, I mean, I was going down the wrong path for a while and stuff. I was being rebellious, not going to school, not finishing that, but I graduated on time, worked and stuff, and it's because I look at my mom and stuff, and I don't want to be like that. I see how hard it is for her and stuff, so I don't want it to be hard on me like that. And if I do have kids, I don't want them to go through the same things that I had to go through. It's very hard. My favorite thing about myself is probably my stomach, because I have abs, but I need to work on them, but you could still see them. They're more defined than some of the girls here. So I think I do have the goods to, to go through this. I mean, I'm strong, even though all the, stuff I went through, and I know I can do this. I'm very determined, and I hate to lose. I'm very competitive when it comes to things like this, and I want that contract. And once I set my mind on something, I want it, and there's no stopping me. There's nothing really anybody else can do but myself. I think is the only person that can get in the way of that. My reaction when I heard that I was picked to come on the show, I was excited. I really was. It felt like God finally is starting to, after all the obstacles and all the things I've been through, he's finally trying to make it easier for me, make it better, my life a lot better and stuff. And really, I thank him. I really do. I've been praying to him about this all the time, and it seems like it's finally happening.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ebony. I'm out for blood. Don't get it twisted. What? That's like asking an astronaut why he wants to be on the moon. Huh? Come on. Why do I want to be America's Next Top Model? Not only is it my dream to be a supermodel, and this show is giving me the opportunity of a lifetime, but you get to do some pretty cool stuff too. And that's just adding a bonus, That's icing on the cake. I feel that the cake essentially is the show. And then the icing is the things that you get to do while on the show. And that's why I want to do it. No, I'm kidding. No, really, because it's just an opportunity of a lifetime. I just want to get in there and it's like putting my foot in the industry and saying, okay, we're going to give you a chance to live your dreams. Who wouldn't sign up for that? I mean, I know I am. I'm going to sign up for that. I think my own strength, just reaching deep down somewhere where it's not visible, and not quitting. I think I'm so determined and dedicated to not let anything make me falter. I refuse to be held down by negativity or you can't do this. That just fuels my fire because I'm on fire for modeling. And I'm not, I'm not a chimney, I'm not a little in-house, your little campfire. No, I'm a forest fire. I am ablaze for modeling. This is my industry. This is my life. So that's what I'm here for. I would say that I'm extremely charismatic, good-mannered, and just a lovely person all around. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm definitely charismatic. I love to come in a room and light it up. If people aren't having fun, it's like it needs to change immediately. Like, everyone just get happy. That's how I am. I'm just all about, like, taking the good out of everything. Just here, right now, this is what you need to focus on. Like, I'm about the present. Like, just being with the moment, but, like, experiencing it, really. Like, that's what I'm about, and I'm so charismatic. I use my hands to talk all the time. I'm just like, hey, what's going on? I'm, like I said before, I'm really extremely unforgiving. Like, it's like once you cross that black line, you're out of Graceland. And, someone else wins a challenge or something, they get to meet, like, a stylist or photographer, and, we've had an argument and I haven't forgiven them, that, they could hold that against me, because I usually hold stuff against people, so that could be bad. But, I mean, I feel like I'm coming to the competition with a pretty positive attitude, so I'm ready to attack.
I'm very experienced in being in a competitive environment. I won Miss Houston Teen USA. I also won Miss Corpus Christi USA, and in both cases I went to the Miss Texas USA pageant, the Miss Texas Teen USA pageant, where there's over 100 girls, and Texas is the most competitive state. So once you've been through that, that pretty much defines competition. So it makes it a lot easier for me here, there only being 13 girls. I want this. I think that this is the biggest opportunity I will have to get into the modeling market and really break through and make myself known. And I think that this is going to be the best way to do that. And I think that this is really going to be a way where everybody's going to know who I am. And I think that a lot's at stake here because this is your big shot. This is a huge opportunity that most girls are never going to get. I think I'm the best all-around model here. I think a lot of girls look great in front of the camera, or they have a unique look, they're good at interviewing, they have a good presence, they have this sparkling personality, and I think I have all of it. No, I'm not a trash talker. I'm here to worry about me. I'm not here to bash the other girls, or this isn't friendship camp, this is America's Next Top Model, and I just don't think I should waste my time worrying about other girls' problems. I'm here to be America's Next Top Model.
I'm a criminal defense investigator, and my job is to locate witnesses and basically prepare whatever investigative needs the attorney wants for the defense of my clients or our clients. I'm street smart and book smart. I believe that having a 4-year degree in education and the fact that I can socialize with people on the streets will combine together to be America's Next Top Model. I think me being bilingual and bring some diverse, and also being a plus-size model, not your average, thin model, curvaceous, voluptuous, I guess you may say, and being Hispanic and of ethnicity, a lot of girls in our community can relate to me. What motivates me is to take me to the next level. The fact of crossing the boundaries, I think, is what motivates me. Doing things that nobody else has done. Doing things that people wouldn't imagine that I would do. And I think that what motivates me. They were like, well, you ain't skinny enough. I'm like, I might not be skinny enough, but I look damn good. And I'm working it, and I think that's what it takes. I believe I have what it takes to be America's Next Top Model because of my ethnicity, because I am a plus-size model, and because I am diverse in every situation, every style. My motto is, actions speak louder than words. And that's my motto because if I could talk, but if I don't do any action or if I don't act upon my words, then no one's going to believe me. All you have is your mouth or your words. And I think that's very powerful.
I'm a delivery driver for Belushi's Bar and Grill. I deliver like sandwiches and burgers and stuff. Best burgers in town. And it's pretty decent. I mean, it's fun sometimes. I have a lot of regulars that are really cool, real nice to me, but the money's not too great. Growing up was extremely boring for me. I was homeschooled starting at 3rd grade, so it meant a lot of time just me sitting around the house with my siblings. My little sister was born when I was 7, and I was primarily the one changing her diapers. My dad worked days, my mom worked nights, so if my parents were home, most of the time they were sleeping, so it was just a lot of just hanging out with my siblings. I didn't have any friends really growing up. It wasn't until I moved to Arizona when I was 12 that I started getting friends. I wouldn't say that I'm really the kind of person that has a lot of inner drive. I mean, depending on my situation, it tends to come out. If I'm doing something that's challenging or, something that interests me, then yeah, I'll, of course, that's something that I count on myself for. But I mean, I have a lot of close family that I see and hang out with on a regular basis. So they're pretty much like my support group, my psychologists, my financial advisors, my life advisors, etc. I definitely say it's the most important thing that I've ever done. It's definitely a turning point in my life, whether I win or lose. I mean, hopefully, I'm planning on it being a big win. So, that is probably the biggest life-changing experience I've done so far. My message to my arch nemesis, I'm not sure if she knows who she is or not, she better know who she is you can be out there, you can keep on with your evil, conniving, stealing ways, but you know what? The better person will always win, will always rise to the top, and you'll always be trailer trash just like you are now.
Well, my mom was a model until she had me, but I was always very connected to it because she took me to shows when I was younger, and her friends continued to model after she had me, so I got interested in it then. And then my parents, they wanted me to have a good education, so they said, if you want to be a model, you wait until you finish college, and then if you still want to be a model, if you have all this, other opportunity, then you let us know. And so I waited till I finished college, and I still wanted to do this, so that's why I'm here. I had a really great home life. I grew up with a pretty wealthy background, which was great, and I'm an only child, so I was pretty spoiled. But not in a terrible way. But I don't know, I went to an all-girls school from kindergarten through 12th grade. It was a really small school, they're like 40 in a class, so, or in a grade, they're like 12 in a classroom. So, I sort of had a great, challenging, but also like family-like education. And we have a country house on Long Island, which is like really nice for me to go to because, I played sports all the time. I was a very big athlete. I played soccer, basketball, and softball for the varsity team. And was captain of all 3 senior year. So that was kind of exciting. And then, life was great until pretty much I came out to my parents because I'm gay. And that was hard. When I was in 11th grade, it was, they had a hard time with it, and I had a very hard time with them having a hard time. So I don't know, I wasn't that comfortable at home for a while, but I knew that the only reason they had a problem with it is because they loved me and they wanted me to have the easiest life possible, and they're from a different generation. So now we get along much better, and they've accepted it, and they're great about it at this point. It just took 4 or 5 years. I don't know if the challenge that was posed to me by my family made me have more pride or something, but I don't know, I think that for me, my sexuality is definitely a source of confidence and feeling different in a good way. I don't know, I feel great about it. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know, I know that, we live in a much more open society than we used to, accepting society than we used to, but I know that there are a lot of non-accepting people, and I'm hoping that my sexuality being known will not hinder me from any success, but I have faith that all of my positive attributes will shine through, and I think my sexuality is a positive attribute, but those who don't maybe will be overcome by the others. I think that I have a very different style from the other girls, the way I dress, the way I express myself, and I think that I'm also versatile, so I can beat them at their own game, and also the way I am will be a nice change, and hopefully will shine through above them. Also, I think my intelligence, I mean, I know that I'm probably more highly educated than the other girls, and I don't know, I think that gives me a better ability to strategize. I think it gives me a better sense of, I don't know, how to win, and I don't know, have more quick-witted or something. I don't know. I think my intellect will probably help me a bit. I have a pretty unusual diet. I have McDonald's about maybe 3 or 4 times a week while I'm at school. Now that I've graduated, I'm going to New York City. Maybe I'll enhance the quality of my diet. But yeah, I don't really work out. I think I went to the gym a couple times this semester, but that's only because I had a crush on a girl who was there all the time. And besides that, I don't think I was at the gym since 2002, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm very lucky. I'm blessed with my metabolism and the way that my body, I don't know where the food goes, but it doesn't build up, so that's nice.
Growing up was really great. You know, we pretty much have like a perfect family. We lived in a really great neighborhood. Was friends with everybody in the neighborhood. You know, my parents are friends with all my friends' parents, and it's just always been like that. And same now. It's just really great.
My personality, people think of me as like the bubbly like girlfriend. I'm just super fun and super nice. Like I'm never mean to anybody unless there's a reason to be, but I'm never mean. I'm just the nice, like easygoing person. I always get the dumb blonde because I am ditzy, I'm gonna admit it, you know. I have my blonde moments here and there, but you know, at least I have an excuse, right? No one else has an excuse but us blondes, so. I think that a lot of the girls will just make fun of me for it, but I'm used to it and it just makes me laugh too. You know, I laugh at myself, so I have fun with it. If I was pissed off at you, I'd be like, excuse me, what did you say? Wait, don't? Don't even go there. Like, I just get like this kind of like cocky little attitude and I get pissed off. I am very prepared to compete. I am just really excited to be here. And I mean, I've never had an experience like this before. I've never had a competition that's meant this much. You know, I've played sports throughout my life and that's competition, of course, but this is so much more. And, you know, preparing, I just, you know, flipped through magazines, looking at different poses and different facial expressions that could help me out. And, you know, I just did what I thought I could do and hopefully it'll help me out. I have always wanted to be a model. Ever since I was little, you know, my mom had me in all these little fashion shows, and I'd put on fashion shows at my house. I've always wanted to be the center of attention, so anytime I could get it, I was dishing it out, and it's always been like that, and I love it. I would do anything. Yes, I would do anything. I mean, you know, season 3, when they had a pose with tarantulas, I am crazy, crazy scared of spiders, but I would do it. I would do it. I'd just hold my breath.
I'm a real social butterfly type. I'm a little wacky. Okay, my dad, he's like in between Steve Martin and Kramer from Seinfeld, so like I'm just like him. I'm like a weird little goober goofball, but I'm the biggest sweetheart. My heart is on my sleeve most of the time. I almost think that this competition was made for me. Isn't that weird? It's so bizarre, but I honestly think that because it's all about mental games, your inner strengths, your how far they can drive you, you know. I mean, growing up the way I did, I had to work so hard for everything because I had no one to depend on. So I had to work. I worked 3 jobs, and I had to stay strong. And I was trying to be a model at 14, and just that, like being criticized all the time. Like you need to change your nose, and like you have to get collagen on your top lip. It's kind of like you have to like figure it out for yourself that like you don't have to change for anybody. And I just have this inner peace that nobody can take away from me. I'm really easy to live with. I mean, I'm sloppy. I'll tell you right now, I'm sloppy. I wash my dishes, but like they'll be clothes. I don't on the floor. Like I don't make my bed. If you got a problem with that, then you can make it. Simple as that. You know, with living with other people and their habits, I don't care. I've had roommates before, and I'm pretty chill and kick back. You know. What is my best personality trait? I think just my overall love of life. You know, and I carry that with me constantly, 24/7. So I always, always, always remember how far I've gotten. Like, I could be stripping in some club right now, like giving some guy a lap dance, or like on the street, like, you know, shooting up crack. Seriously, I'm not kidding. And I'm here right now. And I always remember that I'm like healthy and I'm intelligent and I've got a good head on my shoulders. So I never, ever, ever lose sight of that. And I never take anything for granted. So I think people get along with me fine. To win. W-I-N, homie. Win. I'm gonna win this. You know what? I'm ready to cash in my chips. Bottom line. I've worked hard my whole entire life. I'm ready for my cash in. And I'm gonna love every second of it, and I'm gonna work hard even afterwards.
I'm outgoing, I'm fun, I'm crazy, I'll surprise people sometimes. When people meet me, they tend to think I'm different than who I am, I feel. Like, 'cause I have like a nice girl look, kind of, but I don't know. I can do some devilish things sometimes. I'm kind of mischievous, so. I don't know, I'm just like, I'll just do things to shock people and surprise them, I think. Yeah, I'm really gossipy. My boyfriend gets so mad at me because I always sit there and gossip, and he's like, stop talking about your friends, and I just can't help it. I don't know, it's so fun to gossip and talk about stuff. But I need to learn, like, when to stop and, like, when to tell people things to their face. I got in a little drama at the semifinals with some girls because I said some things behind people's backs, and people were getting mad, and I don't know. I just think it's funny. My family is like the typical North Dakotan family. I have a younger sister and brother, and then my parents who are still together. My sister is a sweetheart and I love her, but she's always been like the shining prize of the family because she's so like, I don't know, she just does everything right, and I don't know, I feel like I've been like the black sheep of my family, doing everything wrong, but I don't know. I'm sure they don't really feel that way. I just feel that way about, I don't know, about them, like how they feel. I'm crazy, but I'm pretty crazy, and that's, I don't know, that's something different about me. I guess a lot of these girls are crazy, but they're like the crazy that are like, you have psychological problems crazy, you know? Like, I'm just fun crazy. Like, I like to have a good time. I mean, I'm not into like, I don't know. I worry that some people are like crazy in the wrong way who are here. Maybe I'm wrong though, I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get into the house.
My personality, it's really a weird and confusing one, and I am a true Gemini. 1 minute I can be the sweetest, most outgoing, fun person, and the next minute, don't talk to me, don't touch me, and not necessarily that it's going to be in a witchy attitude, it's just I want to be by myself. So it really flips from day to day. Overall, I think I'm a nice and sweet and innocent person, but I have the tendency to switch it up, which might surprise a couple people, so. I think the roommates will take it as a shock because I haven't done it yet. All they know me as is the girl who's kind of quiet but talks a lot. It's an interesting way to put it. It has nothing bad to say. And I think they think I'm pretty easygoing. So for that to happen, it might be kind of like, where'd that come from? Or like, who does she think she is, just snapping like that? But yeah, they might take it as a shock. How will someone know if they push the wrong button? It will be written all over my face. A lot of my emotions and a lot of my feelings are carried in my face. I can't hide it. If I have a feeling and if it's good, positive, or negative, you can definitely tell by my demeanor and how I speak to the person. It will be very clear. I don't think it's necessarily going to be in a very negative or rude in attitude. I don't think it will come across that way. It will just be like, okay, I know where we stand now. I probably bite my lip. I do bite my lip when I'm a little upset. So it would probably be more of a type of, okay, whatever. And then the eyes go, whatever. Oh my goodness, I have everything at stake. I've lost everything. This is it. It's either this or you go home and you have no career. You have, you you got to catch up on everything. So if it's not this, I kind of have to start back from the bottom. And I've really worked very hard to get where I, am in my career and my position. So I would have to start over, and so many other aspects of my life, everything's gone, relationships and everything. So it would be kind of devastating, but you gotta take the chance. Being a model, I think it was more than something I wanted since I was little. I promise you, I swear, I was put here to model. This is just for me. This is what I want to do with my life. There is nothing else I can think of. This is just my life. It's just, I don't know, it's just like a feeling inside. It's like, you are a model, you are the next top model, you are a superstar, and just, that's all I can think about. I eat, sleep, and that's everything model. It's just the dream come true. It's a blessing. What makes me different from the other girls? Maybe my ethnic background. My hair, it's really wild and crazy, and my big lips, I've got those Angelina Jolie lips, so I think that's pretty different from them. And I mean, I think I've got a cool personality, which might be good. I'm very strong-minded. I don't know. They're all great. I just think I'm different because I'm me. Oh, I still strive for my daddy's love. I think I'm still a daddy's girl. I just don't talk to him. I honestly have a picture of him in my house that I blew up because I don't see him. And I look at it all the time. And I love my father. It's just, not that he doesn't love me, but we're just not compatible, I guess. Right now, he's just not good for my life. I'm happy now, and I don't want to bring in any negative things, and he might be one of those negative things.
So, well, see, I don't like living in a small town. I don't hate it. It's just given me a lot of, I feel like I'm grounded because of it. It's just a small hick town in Missouri, and we go drinking on country roads for fun and four-wheel and chase cows, and that's all we do pretty much, and work. I actually like it. I'm glad I didn't grow up in a city because all y'all seem a little crazy to me. But it's not too bad. I wouldn't have a problem moving to a bigger one, but I'm glad I grew up in a smaller one. There's a million other girls who want the same thing that I do. The competition is hard. Getting noticed is hard. All of it. It's not easy. It looks glamorous, but really when I got down to it, it's not at all. It's very hard. I didn't like school at all. I hated high school. And a lot of people have a very different take on me, so it would depend on who you asked. My friends would say I'm kind of bubbly and dorky and funny and serious all at this. I don't know, all at the same time, so it depends on who you ask. I don't know. I act different around different sets of people, like most people do. My best personality trait? It's probably just being a very hard worker at everything. I've worked since I could, and also just I'm very honest. Usually I don't front or lie to people, so that's another good quality I like to have. Yeah, I'd like to meet hot New York guys that can kiss a little bit better than the hick boys with cowboy boots on. Maybe I won't step on my feet. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm unique. I don't know, I think I'm a different person than a lot of them are. I can be a girly girl, and I just threw myself off a four-wheeler 2 days ago. So, I mean, I can be versatile and do a lot of different things, and I'm not hung up or caught up on myself at all. And I don't know, I think if someone thinks they're hot stuff, it shines through a lot, and I don't. So, I hope just being real will kind of prevail. I'm a small town girl here in a big city. I want to be America's Next Top Model. Please.